Chapter 1, Time to be a Rock. Explanation of the lesson, Time to be a Rock. Toto is a little turtle. He lives in a pond. He does not know anything about the world outside. We're going to read the story and see what happens when Toto decides to go out for a walk one day. Toto Turtle lived with his mother and father in a pond. One day, Toto wanted to go for a walk. He wanted to see what was outside the pond. He talked to his mother about it. "Mama, may I go outside the pond?" "All right, but remember what I have taught you. If you hear any scary sound, it is time to be a rock. You will be safe then." So this is a turtle. Turtle is a sea animal. And this turtle Toto lived with his father and mother in a pond. Then one day he wanted to go out for a walk and he wanted to see what was outside the pond because he had never been outside the pond. And he told his mother about it, that he wanted to go outside the pond and see what it is like outside. So his mother told him, all right, she agreed that he can go out, but he should remember everything that she has taught him. That if he hears any scary or fearful sound, then he should become a rock. That is because the turtle's shell is very hard. It's like a rock. So he should get inside all his legs and feet and head. He should get inside the rock and then he will be safe. That shell is just like a rock, and if he goes inside, puts his hands and his feet and his head inside it, he will be covered with that hard shell and be protected. So let's see what happened next. Toto came out of the pond and walked in a garden. Soon he heard a scary sound. Someone was coming. Pitter pat, pitter pat. That is the sound of the feet, someone walking. Toto quickly pulled his head into his shell and then he stood very still. Very still, that means he stood very quietly without moving. "Time to be a rock. I shall be safe now," he said to himself. It was Minnie Cat walking by the pond. Her eyes fell on the rock. This was a cat. Her name was Minnie, and she was coming close to the pond when she saw this little Toto rock. "Wow, what a pretty rock. I will take it home." She saw the rock, Toto rock. She thought it is a very pretty rock and she said, "I will take it home with me." Let's see what happens next. She picked Toto up and took him home. She put him down in her garden. Then she walked into her house. Soon Toto crawled away into Binnie Rabbit's garden. Now there was a rabbit by the name of Binnie near Minnie Cat's house. So when Minnie Cat, she put Toto in the garden and she went to her house, Toto quickly walked towards the garden of Binnie the rabbit. Time to stop being a rock. He thought he'll quickly go into the pond again. So Minnie returned after some time. The rock was missing. Minnie saw that there was no rock now when she came back. "My rock! Who took away my pretty rock?" she thought to herself. Toto heard Minnie. He stood very still. Minnie heard Minnie crying. She came out running. "What is wrong, Minnie?" "Time to be a rock again. I found a pretty rock. I had kept it here. Now it is not there." So Minnie Cat, she spoke to this Binnie the rabbit, and she told her that my rock, which I had brought, a pretty rock near the pond, from the pond, and I had kept it in my garden, but now I don't see it here. It is missing. Okay, so then let's see what happened next. So let's read further. Just then she saw her rock in Binny's garden. "Did you take my pretty rock?" "No, I didn't. I did not." When Minnie was telling Binny that her rock is missing, she found that the rock was in Binny's garden, and she got very angry. She said, "You took my rock." And Binny Rabbit said, "No, I did not take it." Toto was listening to Minnie and Binny. He decided to crawl away fast, but Minnie and Binny saw him walking away. "Oh, look, it is walking. It is a walking rock," Minnie said. And then Binny also saw, and she said, "A walking rock? Minnie, let us catch that walking rock." Then what happened? When they were arguing, Toto thought, let me quickly crawl and go to the pond so that I am safer. So he was crawling, and Minnie saw Toto crawling, and she said, "Arey, this rock is walking rock. It is walking. See." And Minnie also saw, and they were surprised to see that the rock was walking. And they said, "Let's catch it fast." Binny and Minnie both ran after the walking rock, but they could not catch it. Toto had already reached the pond, and he went inside the pond. Splash! He quickly swam away to his mother. "Did you have a nice walk?" "Yes, Mama, I had a very nice walk. I remembered when it was time to be a rock. I was safe." And Mummy said, "Very good, a very clever boy." She was very happy to see and hear that her son Toto was a clever boy, and he became a rock when it was needed. When he wanted to be safe, he became a rock and was safe. So that's a very lovely story, children.